getting through, tangled up in blue.
So what is your Mount Rushmore of director influences and why on each?
Okay, my Mount Rushmore of cinema would be John Ford, who to me epitomizes everything that is great about classic Hollywood cinema, and also is somebody who had a vision of American history, and over his career, which was 50 years long, was able to there's a consistency to the way he portrays America that's really kind of mind-blowing. Robert Bresson, the great French filmmaker, his precision absolutely blows me away.
Which film would you recommend to his?
A Man Escaped from 1956. If you've not seen it, it's the greatest prison escape movie ever made, and the most authentic.
Wow.
It's based on a true story. But Bresson, it's like every detail in his films is thought through, to the most minute aspect. And that kind of precision is something that I, strive for in certain sequences in my own work. Luis Buñuel, the great Spanish surrealist filmmaker. I think he's the funniest of all. He's the funniest of all filmmakers. And again, I love directors who have long careers.
Right.
Again, he started in the silent era with Un Chien Andalou and went all the way through the late 70s. And again, there's a consistency there, Right. And there was something about his rebelliousness, anti-narrative boldness. At the end of his life, I mean, his films are just as bold as they were in the beginning. So I love him.
Right.
I absolutely love him. The fourth and final director that I'll mention is Chicago's own Oscar Micheaux.
Wow.
Who is probably best known for a movie called Within Our Gates. It's probably less his movies than his do-it-yourself attitude towards filmmaking.
Right.
I read a biography. I've seen all of his extant films, but I read a biography about him by Patrick McGilligan that was really inspirational because Micheaux had a career that lasted 30 years at a time when making films independently was not viable for anyone in the early 20th century, much less a black man.
Well,
and he just did it against the odds. Like, he wouldn't take no for an answer. He would travel around the country with prints of his movies in the trunk of his car, posters of his movies in the trunk of his car, and he would self-book them into theaters while his creditors were after him to get their money back. And I can relate to that.
All right, very good. This is Patrick McDonald for HollywoodChicago.com. Copyright 2021.